Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Chronicle.
Have you ever wondered how tiny seeds transform into towering trees or blooming flowers? What makes plants grow endlessly, while we humans stop growing at a certain age? Today, we unravel the mysteries of plant growth and development, explaining every process in detail. Get ready to explore the fascinating journey of a plant, from a tiny cell to a fully developed organism. What is growth? Growth is one of the most fundamental characteristics of all living beings. But what exactly is growth? It is an irreversible, permanent increase in the size of an organ, a part of a plant, or even a single cell. Think of a small sapling growing into a large tree. This is an example of plant growth. However, some changes may look like growth but aren't real growth. For example, if you place a dry piece of wood in water, it swells up due to water absorption. But is this real growth? No. Real growth happens when there is an actual increase in the number of cells and their size, involving metabolic processes that use energy. Why do plants grow indefinitely? Unlike animals, plants have a unique ability. They can keep growing for their entire life. This is due to meristems, which are special tissues found in certain parts of the plant. Meristematic cells can divide continuously, adding new cells to the plant body. This type of growth, where new cells are constantly being added, is called open growth. But what if these meristems stop dividing? The plant would stop growing. Luckily, most plants have two types of meristems that keep them growing. Primary growth. This happens because of the root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem. It helps plants grow taller or longer. Secondary growth. This occurs in woody plants, where lateral meristems like the vascular cambium and cork cambium make the plant grow thicker and stronger. This is why trees develop thick trunks over time. How do we measure growth? Growth is not always easy to see, but we can measure it in different ways. Scientists track plant growth using parameters like increase in length, for example, a growing pollen tube. Another method is by observing an increase in surface area, such as expanding leaves. We can also measure growth by looking at an increase in volume, like a developing fruit. And lastly, we can measure it by an increase in cell number. Did you know a single maize root meristem can produce 17,500 new cells per hour? And a watermelon cell can grow 350,000 times its original size. Phases of growth, the 3 stages of development. Just like humans grow from babies to adults in different phases, plant growth also happens in 3 phases. Meristematic phase. This happens in the root and shoot tips. Cells here keep dividing and have thin walls, large nuclei, and high protoplasm content. Think of them as baby cells, always multiplying. Elongation phase. The newly formed cells grow larger, fill with water, vacuolation, and develop a strong cell wall. This is like the teenage phase, where growth happens rapidly. Maturation phase. Cells stop growing, gain specific functions, and develop stronger walls. Think of this as reaching adulthood, where cells are fully developed and ready for action. How fast do plants grow? Understanding growth rate. Growth rate refers to how fast an organism or its parts grow. Arithmetic growth. Here, only one daughter cell keeps dividing while the other matures. Example: a root elongating at a constant rate. If we plot its growth on a graph, we get a straight line graph. Geometric growth. Both daughter cells keep dividing, causing rapid exponential growth. This follows an S-shaped sigmoid curve, slow at first then fast, and finally slowing down due to limited nutrients. What do plants need to grow? For healthy growth, plants need essential factors. 1. Water. Helps cells expand and provides a medium for metabolic reactions. 2. Oxygen releases energy needed for growth through respiration. 3. Nutrients. Macronutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and micronutrients like iron, zinc, are necessary for cell division and metabolism. 4. Temperature. Every plant has an optimal temperature range for growth. Extreme heat or cold can slow down or stop growth. 5. Light and gravity. Light affects plant direction and development. Think of sunflowers following the sun. While gravity controls root and shoot direction, roots grow downward, shoots grow upward. Plants may seem simple, but their growth and development are complex and fascinating. From their indefinite growth ability to rapid cell division, every aspect of plant life is a scientific marvel. Next time you see a tree, a flower, or even a tiny sprout, remember the incredible journey it took to grow. If you found this video interesting and informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us create more valuable content. Stay curious, and see you in the next video.